For our flowers, I'm going to paint them with our gray values, but we also are going to put some darks in there. And let's see, there's several suggestions. We can use Indian yellow or quinacridone gold, or we can use pine green and red violet together. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put some Indian yellow. I think I didn't put that on my palette, but I'm going to. And I'm also going to put some pine green there and some quinacridone gold. Okay, because we've got red violet already. We don't need that. All you need is a little dot of each. And see, I've just got a little dot, little bit of each right here. This one mopped over into the burnt umber. Okay. So what we'll need to do is put those dark glazes on first. So let's see if we've got some pictures to help us. Well, here's a pretty good one. I think that's as good as we're going to get. Okay. So let's work with this picture right here, number 52. I'm sorry, I turned it. So what we're going to do, let's start with this one up here, and let's brush on some of that. Let's mix some of the pine green and red violet together. I'm going to put them both on my brush. See, just kind of add them together there. And we'll put those together, and that gives us a nice brown neutral. Now you can pull this warm with more red, or you can pull it cool with more green. And we'll leave it kind of neutral there. Okay, got that well in my brush. Let's prep it with some extender. Now I also want to put my brush into Cindy's mix. Now I've got it fully loaded, but I'm going to just dip it into Cindy's mix a little bit, and then I'm going to go back to my palette and work that in, and this makes it more transparent. And I'm going to cover this side of the flower. Okay, and since we've got that in the brush, let's see, I'm going to make sure that we have a lot of it on these two petals. Let's add a little more. Add some to this flower. Looks like I'm missing a flower from, oh no, it's this one, okay. No, it isn't. I've got this as a leaf, but it needs to be a flower, so I'll fix that. And we'll put that neutral on there as well. Put it here. Okay. And then looking at the colors in our picture, we get over to this white rose. We've got some darkness on either side of here. So I'm just going to go ahead and glaze that on. Alright. That's all of them. Okay. So I'm going to rinse that out of my brush. And I think I'd also like to glaze the Quin Gold over top of that. So I'm going to dry it. And I'm going to put some Quin Gold on my brush. And then I'm just going to come over here and add that to that dark green that we've already got on there. It's one of my favorite colors. I love glazing over with it. Okay. And let's put a little bit of that down in this part of the flower. Now we will cover that with the various scales of gray, but it's leaves a nice tint. Okay. So now let's start with about maybe a 5 or 6 gray, and I'm going to stay away from those for a minute until they get a chance to dry down. And go ahead and start with those. And then we'll come back around to this and this one. Okay, and those down here are much more transparent. No, this one needs to be. And now I'm going to step up, but I'm also going to get a smaller brush, a 4, I'm going to go up 2 values to the 7,